Hey everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to the third week of the CC Designs collaboration with Gracie21 here on YouTube. There are 4 of us all together in this collab, and it is myself, Sybil B, Jeannie, who is happily ever after, and Grace. And I will leave all the channels down below and some other information. Some of the ladies are having a giveaway on their channels, and they're doing things, their own rules apply to each and every one. I will be having, I think I'm going to have 3 prizes at the end. So for my channel, what you have to do is you have to be subscribed to all 4 of us ladies. You have to watch every single one of my collab videos. You have to thumbs up, and you have to leave a comment, okay? I have a playlist on the side. If you look over in my playlist, you will see the CC Designs collaboration. So all my videos are in that playlist. So in order to be entered into my drawing, you have to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and be in on all those videos, okay? And I will check to make sure that you are subscribed to all 4 ladies. Please don't go over and subscribe and then unsubscribe just for the giveaway. If you're going to subscribe for the giveaway, please stay as a subby and watch all of us and when we make our videos, okay? So let's get started here. First, I'm going to share with you just a few of the stamps and paper pads and dies and stuff that I used. I did fall this week. Next week is the last week, and I'll be doing Christmas next week, okay? So I used this cute little Autumn Mum stamp on one of my cards. She is super, super cute. This set here is Foxy Pixie, and the only thing I used on this one was the sentiment. On one of my cards, I used Your Wonder Fall on, you know, out of this stamp set. It's the only thing I used. I also used Scarecrow Henry. Whoops. And I used him on 2 of my cards. He's a cutie too. And then I used this little birdie. She's a little farm girl. And I made a tag with her. And I also made a card with her. And this is a CC Designs Farm Logos. Oops, I keep dropping things, sorry. I did use Down on the Farm logo here. And I used the EIEIO ticket on one, I think that was on the tag that I made. So I used those. I did make the tag again out of this really hard chipboard tags, and these are by Tim Holtz. I found these at Tuesday morning, so I did use that hard tag for one of mine, for the tag that I made. I used this stencil. Now those of you who watch my channel know that I just picked up the Tim Holtz Lift ink, and so I tried the alcohol technique with the lift ink on the Yubo paper, and I used those backgrounds on a couple of my cards, and I did use this stencil as well, and I'll share that with you when I get to that project, okay? I used Stitch Triangles by Gina Marie. I used this Fall Just Right Clear, it's called, and this is Shabby Chic Autumn Leaves. So I used this. These leaves are absolutely beautiful. They have music notes inside, printed inside. This one has like a little stamp and some scripty words on it. It's just really, really pretty. And the company's called Just Right Clear. I had found this in a yard sale, but I absolutely love this stamp set. And this is what I used when I did my alcohol lift. Now, one thing about that, you have to make sure that your stamps are very clean, because what I did was I didn't check my stamp, and I put it into the lift ink pad, and now my white ink pad is actually has ink on it. So, I mean, it still works, but now it's like corroded with the ink. So be careful when you're doing that lift ink. Make sure your stamps are very clean before you dip it in the ink pad. Okay, so I also use this CC Designs Tree Acorns die set. This was in their retirement sale. I don't know how long ago. I had picked this up when they went on really, really low clearance. They were retiring and selling things out. So I don't think that this is available anymore, but this is an awesome tree. You got the little acorns, 2 little different size caps in the circles for the acorns. You have big leaves, little leaves, and some clouds. Now what I used was the tree and the leaves. So I used that on one of my projects. I also used the stitched scallop circles. I don't know. These might be Gina Marie or they could be AliExpress. I'm not real sure. These are definitely Gina Marie. This is cross stitch circles. I use that. And these are just some of the paper pads that I used, you guys. I used some of my 12 by 12 paper pads and I didn't pull them out. So I did use this Happy Fall. This was gifted to me last year for by Sybil B. So I did use some paper out of that. I did use the farm paper, the homegrown Echo Park paper when I did the little farm girl. I used these papers. And then I did use some of these CC Designs paper pads, which they no longer have anymore. I'm sad that they don't, because these are really, really cute paper pads. But at one point they were selling these out as well, and I did pick up 2 of each. They were really, really cheap, like $2 a paper pad. And I'm running out, and I'm sad that they don't have them anymore, because those are really nice paper pads. All right, so those were some of the things that I used to make my cards, okay? So let me just share with you now the cards that I made. All right, this is the first one. And there she is. That's the flower girl, the sunflower girl there. I used the stitched white background here. And then I use this embossed, out of my 12 by 12 paper pad, I have a paper pad that I got from Michael's Hot Buys, and it's all embossed with like leaves and acorns. It was a fall paper pad, and they're all solid colors. So this brown one in the background has embossing with leaves, which I'm sure you can't see that. This gingham paper, this was in that fall paper pad that Sybil gave me. Down here is the alcohol distressed piece here, and this is the one that I used the stencil on, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see the stencil, but there's the little the leaf twigs, but it's really covered up some. But this is part of the alcohol Yubo paper ink thing that I did. And then this leaf border, this is new at the Dollar Tree right now. And it comes in the brown, orange, and red. That's so far that what I have found. I really like it. It's like little leaves, and it's a trim. I have to go back and get more of that before they sell out of it. And then I use, these are Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And I know the blue isn't really fall, but I had to put that pop of blue in there because it her pants are blue. They're blue jeans. And then I did gingham ribbon, not gingham, what's this stuff called? The sheer ribbon up here. It's 2 colors of orange. And then this little metal piece that I have in here, glued in here, that was also gifted to me last year from Sybil B. That little metal piece there. And I glued that in there. It's a leaf. And then here's that sentiment that I took off that one stamp set. I said I only use the sentiment, Your Wonder Fall. That's the stamp set for that. So that is the first card, and then here's the inside. And all I did was use some more fall papers to do the inside. So that was the first card. Here is my second card. Now this is a 5.5, I think this is 5.5 by 5.5 card, and I used these envelopes. They were from Joann's, but these were gifted to me by my friend Sharon. And she gave me these cards in a whole bunch of different colors, and they're really awesome cards. They're from Joann's. but they're 5.5 by 5.5, and that's what I used for this next card. So there's lots of layers here. This is layered paper on top of that embossed brown. And then we did the embossed brown and the orange paper, this one here, this layer. There's that tree from CC Designs with all the different color fall leaves. And then I used a piece of this corrugated paper stack. I got that from Karen in a recent Happy Mail. And I used a little piece of that corrugated cardboard, chipboard behind the image. And then the image is on top of a white stitched layer, and I just stamped on that. I stamped some of those autumn leaves and some of the sentiments off that set to create the background that my image is sitting on. And then of course I colored my images, are always colored with Copics. Okay, so I'll bring that up closer so you can check that one out. Oh, the pumpkins. The pumpkins were from a ephemera pack that I had. So that's the second one, and then that's the inside. I have those two. And then this one here is also using that Scarecrow Henry. This is the Yubo paper with the background using the lift ink. Now there's the stamps, the little leaves. Can you see the leaves? How they looks ghost, like a ghost leaf in the background. That was what the lift ink does. You do the background and then you ink that stamp up and it pulls the ink off and it leaves that background like that. I really like it. It was fun, but it was really messy. So, and here's some more of that leaf trim on the top and the bottom. Here's those scalloped stitch circles in 2 layers. And there's that little Henry again. And I put some enamel dots. There's a black, orange, and a white with glitter. So that is the third. And inside I just did that little sticker, Happy Fall, and a little piece of that Yubo paper in there. So that's that one. And then here's the tag with that little farm girl on it. I used the chicken paper, and then I used the Martha Stewart punch for underneath here, scallop punch for this layer. Here's that scallop circle again, and then the stitch circle without the scallop is in the middle, colored with Copics. Here's that little tag, E-I-E-I-O. And then I used some just matching yarn pieces and fibers. So that is my tag, and then I just stamped the back with my name. That's the first, you know, with that image. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all in here, you guys, so you can keep looking at them. And then this is my last project, and this card was using the farm girl again, but this one I did in pink, and then colored with Copics. Here's that stitched circle scallop again. Here's the regular circles stitched, and then the little heart stitched. That's from a set. I don't remember where I got. Oh, I think that was Gina Marie heart stitched set, and I think I put that away. But I did use the smallest die, and I made these little hearts there. I created the ground with a little bit of yellow. Here's that scallop circle that says down on the farm. I added some of these vellum flowers. Here's that CC Designs paper in the background. Love that. And then this card, you guys, this card stands up like this. It's one of those stand-up cards. So you put that behind it, and then that's what it looks like inside. Oh, let me move the paper. So this stands up like that. Okay, so that is my last project for this week. Next week will be Christmas, and then next week will be the last week. So you guys, please come back. please go to all the other ladies and see what kind of wonderful projects that they made. And thank you so much for following us and watching this. This has been really, really fun. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. God bless. Bye, everybody.